Welcome to the very bottom of the food chain. This is level 1, the Smurfer, where every dollar you touch is a ticking time bomb. Look at that screen. Another successful scam, another stranger's life savings converted into digital digits on your dark web marketplace. But digital digits don't pay the rent without leaving a trail. You need the paper, the cold, hard, dirty cash rotting under your mattress. $50,000, crinkled 20s and 50s. It smells like old copper and pure desperation. This table is a pile of lies, fake IDs, stolen social security numbers, and burner phones that never stop vibrating with angry messages. You pull up your crimson red hoodie. It's your second skin. In this world, anonymity isn't a choice. It's your only survival gear. Yellow cap on. Pull it low. You flip it backward, trying to hide from the 1,000 camera lenses watching the city streets. Open the map. 20 different bank branches scattered across the city. Every red dot is a target. Every dot is a risk. $10,000. That's the magic number. Deposit a cent more and the bank triggers a CTR report. You have to stay under the radar. You shove $8,500 into a thick envelope, a messy process hidden in the shadows of your cluttered car dashboard. You step out onto the New York sidewalk. The air is cold, but you're sweating. Every passerby feels like an undercover agent. You enter the bank lobby. The security guard is staring. Does he looking at your hoodie, or does he see the bulge of cash in your pocket? Your fingers tremble as you touch the cold metal of the ATM keypad. 7, 8, 5, 0. The numbers feel like a confession. The machine hums, a mechanical growl as it swallows your dirty money, piece by piece, spinning it into the belly of the banking system. Success. The machine spits out a tiny thermal receipt. $8,500 deposited. One small step in a very long journey. You throw the receipt into the passenger seat. It joins a mountain of trash, old coffee cups, and the evidence that you're losing sleep. But the cameras were watching. From a fisheye lens in the corner, your every move was recorded, digitized, and flagged. Midnight at a rainy gas station. You stare at the wheel. You're tired of running, but you can't stop. The cycle has only just begun. In a dark office miles away, the system flashes red. A suspicious activity report is generated. Your name is now on a federal watch list. The lights flash red and blue. The steel of the handcuffs is colder than the ATM. 5 years in federal prison for a handful of dirt. Welcome to Level 2, the front man. Now the cash comes in duffel bags, not envelopes. Smurfing is for kids. The duffel bag hits the floor with the weight of $1 million. Millions in plastic-wrapped hundreds, fresh from the street. An abandoned warehouse filled with the same black bags, hundreds of them. Too much to hide, too much to carry. You need a new plan. You find a weathered car wash in a gritty New Jersey suburb. It's not just a business, it's a machine that breathes cash. You sign the deed with a new silver watch on your wrist, an official contract for a commercial shell. The transition has begun. You trade the crimson hoodie for a crisp green polo. Looking in the mirror, you don't see a criminal. You see a businessman. You stand at the entrance with a practiced fake smile, welcoming luxury cars into your web of legitimacy. The giant brushes spin violently against the glass, a rhythmic dance of soap and water, masking the dirt underneath. You step through the steel door into your private office, leaving the bright daylight for the dim, smoke-filled reality of the back room. Your hands move fast, mixing the street cash with the clean ones from the register. The bill counter never lies, but you do. You fill out the generic receipt book, $1,200 for a detailing service that never happened. Accounting magic. You walk through your second business, a dimly lit laundromat, checking the humming dryers while the red hoodie sits forgotten in the corner. The cash register pops open with a loud, repetitive chime, filled to the brim with small bills, the smell of profit and detergent. You sign a large federal tax check with a small, arrogant smirk. In this world, taxes are the price you pay for legal cover. One location becomes 5, a massive suburban block dominated by your brand. On paper, you are the American dream. A nervous hand hovers over the paper shredder, pushing a stack of fake invoices into the blades. The audit notice is already on your desk. You stare at the flowcharts on the wall, covered in red ink and sticky notes. You're not a boss anymore. You're a prisoner of your own overhead. Through the glass partition, a shadowy figure holds a thick audit folder. The IRS doesn't need a gun to destroy you, just a pen. The seal of the Internal Revenue Service. Money laundering. 18 U.S. Code Section 1956. The end of the road. Red and blue lights flash violently against the seized tape. Escorted out in handcuffs. 20 years of your life, gone in a heartbeat. Welcome to Level 3, the Ghost Director. Now you are a ghost in the machine, moving millions at the speed of light across a borderless digital world. A sleek investment app glows with a rising green line. Exponential profits, manufactured through high-tech deception and cryptocurrency shadows. You watch the screen as thousands of deposit notifications flood in from across the globe, a claustrophobic symphony of digital pings and stolen futures. You pull on a slate-gray trench coat and adjust the collar, sunglasses on, face hidden, preparing to vanish into the deep web of global operations. 5 massive monitors illuminate your windowless office with a sterile blue glow. Calculating, detached, watching the world's wealth become your plaything. Entity Incorporation, Delaware. You create Global Consulting LLC with a few keystrokes, a business with no walls and no soul. Cayman Holdings Limited, the second layer of the fog. Stamped documents and international banking binders, the official tools of a cross-border heist. Green data lines arc across a black map like a digital nervous system, from America to Delaware to the Seychelles, instantly encrypted. Your mechanical keyboard clacks in the silence. $5 million for consulting services, a ghost invoice for a ghost director. The texture of your coat dissolves into a stream of binary code. You are no longer a person. You are a pulse of data in a sea of server racks. Midnight at the foggy shipping port. Giant cranes lift empty 40-foot boxes under harsh orange floodlights. Industrial silence and hidden secrets. A $10 million commercial invoice sits on a cold metal table. Paperwork for a container that holds nothing but thin air and heavy lies. $100 million in a Swiss offshore account. You lean back with a glass of expensive whiskey, satisfied in your digital fortress. The 3D web of transactions disintegrates into smoke, disappearing without a trace. The original owner is gone, and so is the evidence. But the FBI Cyber Division is tracing the IP trail. Red data points zooming in on your hidden location. The hunt has become global. Interpol Red Notice, wanted for wire fraud. Your silhouette is flagged at every border, every airport, every digital checkpoint on Earth. Red emergency lights flash against your panicked hands, frantically typing as the wipe bar hits 95%. Too late to run. The reinforced door explodes off its hinges, SWAT teams and tactical flashlights cutting through the server smoke. the silence is broken. International money laundering, 18 U.S. Code Section 1957. The heavy, cold reality of federal law slamming shut. You sit in a baggy orange jumpsuit on a metal-framed mattress. Your sunglasses are on the floor, out of reach. 20 years of absolute silence. Welcome to Level 4, the Asset Mogul. You aren't just a ghost anymore. You are high society, a master of illicit enrichment. Look at that bridge, a monument to public progress, shimmering in the sunset. But beneath the golden light lies a fraudulent infrastructure contract. Your hand signs the Public Works Agreement, Phase 3. The Mont Blanc pen moves smoothly, while the secret ledger counts the bribes. You pull on a bespoke gray suit jacket, fabric of the highest definition. The fedora hides your face as you step out from a closet full of luxury. Reclining in a lush leather seat 30,000 feet in the air, sipping expensive whiskey while the world below pays for your flight. The New York Art Auction House, a room full of billionaires and crystal chandeliers. All eyes are on the art, but the real masterpiece is the deception. Paddle 714 goes up, $1 million for a cryptic abstract painting. A nonchalant bid for a very specific kind of weapon. A signature on the appraisal certificate. That $1 million canvas is now worth $50 million. Art market manipulation at its finest. The painting is crated and labeled Integrated Asset. You've successfully moved a mountain of cash into a museum-grade wooden box. Standing in your Manhattan penthouse overlooking the Central Park skyline. The renovation is complete. You are finally untouchable. Gloved hands open a velvet case to reveal a diamond-encrusted tourbillon. $1 million on your wrist, an obsession with the material. Walking through the high society gala, crystal glass in hand. Hiding in plain sight among the elite, draped in a warm golden glow. But a long-distance lens is focused on your face. A black van across the street captures every move. You are now Subject 04. The Financial Intelligence Unit runs the software. Unexplained wealth gap. Spending that has no origin. A target acquisition in progress. On the balcony, looking at your reflection in the glass. A single bead of sweat. The burner phone is vibrating. They are coming. The front door shatters into 1,000 pieces, FBI tactical teams flooding the marble floors. The high life ends in a cloud of smoke. Your $50 million masterpiece is carried out by agents, wrapped in yellow evidence tape, a humiliated end for an asset mogul. RICO Act violation, organized crime. The indictment hits the table with the weight of a life sentence. No more deals. The news broadcast shows your mansion being seized. Your family's name is dragged through the dirt, a legacy of shame for the world to see. Now you stand behind thick plexiglass in a bright orange jumpsuit, pressed against the glass in a sterile room. Total loss. Finality. Welcome to Level 5, the System Architect. Now, you don't hide from the system. You are the system. State capture is complete. Net worth undetermined. You pull on a perfectly tailored pinstripe suit. The metallic sheen reflects the blue light of the screens. A geometric mask covers your face, cold, expressionless, inhuman. You stand in the massive, circular war room,
Floor-to-ceiling screens display global markets, military movements, and satellite feeds. The digital hum is the heartbeat of your power, strategic, dominant, global. Monitors show various global anchors breaking news of a sudden conflict in the Middle East. Explosions reflect in your mask. Chaos is simply another tool, calculated manipulation. The crude oil chart spikes vertically, a massive green candle of greedy opportunity. Your gloved hand hovers as buy orders execute at lightning speed, precise execution. A global heat map shows the gold spot price glowing in intense gold. All-time highs across New York, London, and Tokyo. Market panic is your prophet, triumphant, cold. You watch the digital ledger. The balance increases by billions of dollars every second. The numbers are a blur, absolute wealth, absolute detachment. Looking into a shadowy boardroom, a powerful politician discreetly accepts an encrypted hardware key from a pinstripe sleeve. Institutional capture, off the record, American flag in the corner. The central bank of a small, sovereign nation, nighttime, now glowing with a signature blue light that matches your war room. Flagpoles, security guards, private ownership. A gold-plated fountain pen signs a new Financial Deregulation Act, official government parchment. The law is changed to legalize shadow banking, a decisive, law-bending act. Handing a massive, oversized charity donation check for $1 billion to blurry children and doctors. High-key angelic light, angelic white, deceptive philanthropy. A massive crowd in a city square, cheering and waving flags with your foundation's stylized logo. A giant screen shows your masked silhouette, heroic golden hour light, public image, cleansed. A digital map of the global financial system. Thousands of nodes suddenly turn bright red, fracturing like breaking glass. Scrolling warnings, systemic collapse. Harsh red glow. Chaos on the streets of a major U.S. city at night, people rioting in front of closed bank doors, smoke rising from burning cars, bankrupt, broken ATMs, violent, apocalyptic. You sit perfectly still at the head of a massive, empty 50-foot marble table, ignoring the flashing red alerts on the walls, cold, clinical blue light, detached, untouchable. An official International Criminal Court arrest warrant is printed, featuring your mask as primary identification. Hague documents, crimes against humanity, threatening, global, wanted. Shadowy elites in tuxedos whisper in a dark corner. One holds a silenced pistol and a termination folder. Deep shadows, moody amber candlelight, treacherous, secretive, betrayal. Found slumped over your mahogany desk in the war room, an empty pill bottle next to your hand. The geometric mask lies cracked on the floor, cold blue moonlight, a secret execution. A history page is turned, showing your mask with the bold heading, "The Monster Who Broke the World." Dusty library lighting, blurred text, a sense of legacy, infamous, cursed. A desolate, luxury island villa surrounded by endless ocean. A single figure in a pinstripe suit sits on a chair. No mask, facing away towards the horizon. Deep sunset tones. Lonely, absolute, permanent exile. You stand alone in a vast, empty white room. No furniture, no noise, just a thin silhouette cast across the polished floor. Oppressive, empty. Your eyes are unmasked, a cold, glassy, and expressionless stare directed into the lens. one side lost in shadow, the other harshly lit by flickering blue. Haunted. A rapid montage of your life flashes by, the red hoodie, the polo, the trench coat, the fedora, the geometric mask, flashing, glitching, a chaotic flicker of everything you were. Trembling hands are washed under a stream of water in a luxury marble sink, but the liquid turns into a thick, permanent black ink, an unwashable sin, guilt-ridden, disturbing. An old family photograph on a mahogany desk, a happy wife and child, slowly beginning to char and burn from the edges until the faces are gone. Smoke. Ash. Tragic. A woman and child stand in the middle of a street, surrounded by an angry mob, terrified, fearful, an oppressive, shameful burden. Your perspective looks at a heavy, ornate wooden door. The entire doorframe vibrates violently as someone hammers on it from the outside. A heavy, metallic thud. Terrifying. Imminent. Sitting in your chair, slowly being swallowed by a massive, creeping black shadow, vanishing completely into the dark. A single discarded watch on the floor. Final. Absolute. A single expensive leather chair sits empty in the middle of a massive dark war room. You have vanished. The cracked geometric mask lies on the floor, splitting in half. Hollow. Abandoned. It could be you.